Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about how to save $10,000 fast. So this is the way that I have been saving. This is a way that I think you can, save a lot of money very quickly. And I think that it's all about your mindset and not really about the income that you're bringing in. And at the end of the day, that's what's going to make it happen. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 350 subscribers. We're one off as of recording this video, so let's get right into it. So we see the portfolio right here. It's at 25,000. We started off today at 25,600 and we ended the day at 25,156. It's been a very good week. It's been a very good month. It's been a very, very good past 3 months, and it's been very good year to date. It's been very good in the past year. It's been a good time for the portfolio, to say the least. All time also, I mean, that's pretty much the year. We haven't been investing for that long. We see it started in November 27th, 2023, but didn't actually really start until August of last year. So I haven't even been investing for a full year now, almost, pretty much. But we see after a year, a lot can happen. So I'm here to show you guys how to save $10,000 because you can see my initial investment in this portfolio is about $15,000, and we see that over time I've made almost $10,000. So it's not impossible to make this. It's very simple actually, and I'm going to show you guys right now how to save. So the average salary we see in the US is $65,000. This is the average salary. So if you're a minimum wage worker, it could be a little bit lower, especially depending on where you live in the world. And then especially in the US, the minimum wage varies an insane amount. As I was doing some research before this video, I saw that minimum wage some places is $7, but that's federal. But I mean, state-wise, like in California, it's $16.50, and for fast food places, it's $20. So we're just gonna go with the average salary because not everyone is minimum wage. And yeah, I mean, I think that this makes a lot of sense. So the easy thing to say is, okay, we have, $65,000 is our average salary. So I want to use this investment calculator, which I really like. So if we're saving this money and putting it in a high yield savings account at 5%, which is what most high yield savings are at as of right now because of the federal funds rate. And let's say we start with $0. We're not starting with anything. We have no savings, and we're making $65,000 a year. So we take that 65,000, and then we're going to do 65,000. And then we're going to divide it by 12. So that means per month we're making 5,416. The simple thing to say is, okay, so we have that 5,416. Let's put that in right here. We have that. So we have that 5,416. Why not just take 1,000 of that and invest it, over the course of a year? At the end of the year, we have $12,000 and $322. That's not bad. You save 10,000, but I'm sure after seeing this 1 year thing, you're thinking, wait, let's get bigger with this. Let's do more. So let's say you do this for 10 years. You're investing, a fifth of your income every month, a decent amount. But we do that for 10 years, you have $154,000. So this is where it really gets, interesting, because if you can save $154,000, your life changes. To say the least. You're living a different life with $154,000 in your bank account than zero. You're taking a lot more risks. You're maybe trying to start your own business. You're investing into real estate properties. There's a lot of things that you're doing different. You're flying first class. Maybe not first class, but you're going on more vacations. You feel more safe. You feel like, okay, I have a little bit of money. Now, let's say you run this for 20 years, then you have $400,000 in your bank account. So, and this is just with the, 5% return rate in a high yield savings account. If we invest this in the stock market, we're looking at a lot more money. So, I mean, that's why I am a big advocate of the stock market, but you do only want to invest in the stock market if you plan on not taking the money out or needing it very soon in the future, because anything can happen over a short period of time. But, statistically, historically, past results are not indicative of future results. So the history does not predict the future, but it is a pretty good indicator. So we have, 10% is the average of what it's been per year this past century. So then let's say 30 years, you're at 700,000. In 30 years, you're at 2 million. So investing $1,000 a month isn't, really shouldn't be that hard with the average salary of 65,000. So you investing $1,000 a month shouldn't be that hard. And if you start when you're 20 and you retire when you're 65, you should have $9 million when you retire, which is insane. That's a lot of money. I mean, inflation will take some of that away, but definitely a good amount of money. But let's say, you're really struggling and you have, credit card bills are piled up, your rent. So let's say your rent is $2,000, which it it shouldn't be for this example, but let's say your rent is $2,000, so now you're at $3,400. You need $1,000 for, you're supporting your family. Or wait, sorry, we need to bring that back. So the answer is 3,416. That's how much money we have left. And let's minus 500 for groceries, and then let's minus 500 on your late credit card payments. Let's minus 500 on fun stuff to do. Maybe you're doing that a lot. And then you see it's hard to get down right now. And then you have 300 for gas. So let's take 1916, and then let's minus 300 for gas, and then your car payment minus 400. And then you see how fast it goes down. So there's definitely a lot of expenses, because that's just the necessities. And then you're paying bills and utilities, which is 250, and then you're below 1,000. You don't even have $1,000 to invest. So that's why it's very important to be as frugal as possible and live below your means if you do want to, invest and get money like this. Because when you have $9 million in your portfolio or just in your bank account, your life is a little bit different. You're spending your time a lot differently than if you don't have any money in your bank account. And it's really about just making the change and starting this snowball. Because if you invest that first $1,000 that first month, I'm sure it's hard. You might not be able to eat out like how you were before. You might have to make a few more home cooked meals. There might be a few things you're doing differently, that maybe you're not going out with friends every night. Maybe you're not buying all the new clothes you want. There's a lot of things that'll happen that are different than what you're used to before. But this is, an indicator that you're saving, you're doing the right thing, and you're making more money. Ultimately, you want to set up, the right future for you, maybe your kids, maybe your significant other, and starting off saving very slowly. Let's look at this right now. Let's start off really, 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 really slow. You're investing $100 a month. So you're taking $100 a month. You can start this $100 a month just by, just don't get a coffee. Don't get that $5 coffee every day. Make one at home for much less. That's the difference between $150 or maybe, you'll spend maybe $50 making your own coffee at home. I don't think you even will, but we'll say for this example you do. So let's see, if you do this let's say you just do this for 5 years, you stop getting coffee out. You're at $7,000, $7,717 just from not going out to get coffee. And then let's say you cut out eating out, which is another, $300 a month. This is $400 a month now. No coffee, no eating out. You're at $30,000 after 5 years just investing in the stock market. So this is really to show how, how easy it could be. And because this $30,000 is, a down payment on, not the best house, but a down payment on a house in some parts of the country. This is, you paying off your car. This is the difference of a lot of things. This is maybe all your credit cards bet, your debt cleared, and then an emergency fund started, which should be your first goal after getting out of debt, should be to start an emergency fund, worth at least 2 months in case you do get laid off, you do get fired from your job, something happens, you never know what's going to happen. But you have this emergency fund now. Let's say you have a $20,000 debt and then you have this $10,000 emergency fund. You're feeling a lot more comfortable. This is, the goal for everyone. And then let's say you run this for 10 years. You're not, you're eating out less now. You have a little bit more to fall back on, but your salary's also gone up over time, and you've been investing. You have a little bit more money to spend. Now you're at $80,000. So having $80,000 in the bank from having nothing in the bank is a lot different. It's a big change, to say the least. And then, you do this for 20 years, you're living more frugal. You're like, okay, I like this lifestyle. And then that's where it starts to snowball, because then you're at $289,000. And then let's say you just do this, all throughout your career, and you're at $3.6 million. And saving $400 a month isn't that hard. Especially if you're making, $6,500 a month, or you're making, whatever it is, $5,000 a month. It's not that hard to save, this bit of money. So if you can do that, I'd really suggest to. I think that it's, I talk about investing in stocks, but I think that a lot of people, think, oh, I don't have any money, I can't start here. I can't start investing in stocks with $20. But no, it really builds very fast. All of my, initial deposits into Robinhood were $20, $30, $40, $50. And still I make those deposits because that's just what, helps build your portfolio. You need to do that. And yeah, it's a great thing to do, investing in stocks. And it's a great feeling when you do buy that stock and it goes up. Even if you buy that stock and it goes down, just, getting some money in there is always a great thing. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to smash that like button. That's all that I ask from you. And also subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I'd really appreciate it. This was how to save $10,000, and then I'm sure you can take it beyond that, as we saw in the example. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.